should be live. We're back. We're going to be doing more Secrets of Strixhaven Limited. So, I did a pick 2 the other day. So now I'm wondering if I should do a traditional draft. Quick draft's ending in 2 days. Maybe we do a quick draft, see how that goes. These are similarly cheap to the other one, but I think you have to do a lot more to get your money back is the issue, as opposed to just getting 2 wins. Well, we opened an Emeritus. Well, I don't think the white one is the best one. Still really strong. 3 mana for a 3/3 and a 1/1 flyer, which is the fail case for this card. I mean, I don't like having to give my opponent a 1/1 end life in order to... a 1/1 flyer, no less, end life in order to kill their best creature, but... that's usually alright. And I still get a 3/3 body out of the deal, which makes it a lot better than, like, the white uncommon... yeah, literally this thing. Killing a creature and giving them a 1/1 flyer, and I have spent an entire card on that, is usually a lot worse, so... but if I get a 3/3 body out of that on top of that, then sometimes, you know, I'll just get the 1/1 flyer. I think this is the best card, so we're going to take it. I have no idea what the bots think are the worst cards in the set. So, or worst color combination, so I don't know what it's going to pass me. But we do have some decent Witherbloom and some okay Lorehold. Excuse me. I could take the 1 mono white card. There is also a Render Speechless, which is pretty strong in this format overall. I feel like the Emeritus wants to be more aggressive, but you can build a decently aggressive Silver Quill. I just think Lorehold works better. I'm going to take Kirill and see what happens. This card has been okay when I've had it. Never amazing. I'm still very tempted to take it. When it is good, it is very good, and when it's bad, it does stone nothing. I like to get a Fire Dancer and a Pursue the Past if I'm going to take this route, but... do get better in multiples. Also, of note, a bunch of black removal spells, a white and a red removal spell. Well, a bunch. There's actually only 1 black removal spell there. Alright, so I do have 2 of those now, so... question then becomes... can I make this work? Do not think a 4 mana 3/3 is where I want to be at. There... oh no, I thought that was Abigail for a second. So if I want to do white-black, Confidence is fine, but I think Rebel Rouser is better in white-red than Confidence is in white-black. That being said, there are better black-white cards here now. I'm going to take a Render Speechless and we'll see what happens. Johnny's... ooh, another Rebel Rouser. Okay, give me a second Rebel Rouser first. Harsh Admonition came back, but I don't care. Grab the flyer now. Nothing for white-red. I don't know that the bots care about signaling, so... in fact, I'm pretty sure they don't. I mean... with what I have, this is probably the best card in the pack. It does feel more like white-black is open than white-red, but... the Tome Blast here. I'm going to need some effects that target my opponent's stuff at some point in time. But at least... I am getting what I need. Alright, let's take... actually, I suppose I can target my stuff too, but... Let's take a removal spell first. Now take an interjection. It is a spell that targets my things. Don't love any of this. The world, but I don't think it's this one. I've also taken the snooping page just in case this keeps happening. And no white, no red. Absolute ton of black and black-white. Alright. Oh, well, that's just dumb. I don't think that's wheeling, but we're not gonna pass a practiced offense. Yeah, probably take that. Targets, does other stuff. It's a bulk up, but there's also a wilt, and I want the wilt. Alright, third graduation day, but also what am I taking out of this pack if not that? It's literally these two cards. Okay, there's another one of those. And an Owlin now. I might be cutting like one of the graduation days. Ooh, Monstrous Rage. That's a great target effect, actually. Tap down. Disdainful. Alright, that might be the deck because we did not wheel the guy that makes guys. Creature count is only 12. Might need another body. Common, uncommon. Alright. It's going to be kind of a problem if my aggro deck, doesn't have creatures in it. I'm just barely at the playables mark. If I do this... I have 3 2-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. Yeah, cut a graduation day and bring in, I guess, the 3-drop at this point, because what else am I doing? Alright, this feels terrible, and I would not be surprised if it underperforms. Or maybe if it performs exactly the way I think it will, which is going to be disappointing. Well, I have one of my 2-drop creatures, so I don't think I can mulligan this. I have 2-drop, 3-drop, and then we go from there, so... Alright. Accept. See if they play a newt. Just gonna kill my guy. -3, -3. Ah. Yep, same difference for the day. Alright, I'm starting to feel a tiny bit flooded here. No more lands, please. Spells. Come on, I said no more lands. Attack for 3 because they can't block. I mean, they can, but, they're not gonna. Menace. Hopefully their life gain doesn't kill my creatures. Like, no grapple with death or anything. Bitter Triumph. Alright. Alright, that is an instant, so if they have anything here, I can always blink out their guy. They have nothing. I think I'm gonna pass. If they have Insidious Roots or Arcane Omens, I'll be able to keep my one spell going. Okay. Does get Curl back. Alright. Let's attack for 3, because it has first strike, see what they do. Answers take 3 damage. Alright, let's get Kiro back and draw a card then. That is a very powerful card to have drawn. Okay. Also okay. So they're at 8, so when I give my creature double strike and flying, they will almost die just from the initial hit. Alright, I accept. Like I said, I don't think the deck is great or anything, so my opponent also has a medium deck, and none of their life gain showed up for all of their life gain matters cards. Just get to slowly but relentlessly beat them down. That's good enough for me. Alright, I'm gonna need to draw a land, though. Oh, there's my land. Can't imagine they play anything on turn 2 that I need to disenchant. Alright, let's play this one out, because it costs them life to target it. 1, 2. Alright. Jam for 3. Yeah. What's this? I mean, eventually I need a 5th land for this one, but I feel like that's a bit much. So, they are notably at least 3 colors. Alright, that's not one you see ever. Alright. Fortunately for me, they don't seem to have had royal treatment, so... Okay. That thing has reach. Ah, but they are attacking, so... let's see... let's do this, see what we hit. So that's a +1/+1 counter also. So 2, 3, 4. Six. So if this one went unblocked, it would be lethal. So let's see how they want to block. If they block the 4/3, I probably Monstrous Rage the Flyer and then just put the 1/1 counter from Graduation Day so it's a trade. Right? Because that's 3, 4, 5, so I can't grow it out of range, so... Puts them down to 3, I have the Pinger now. Found a blue source. It may or may not be a problem, depending, but they have to deal with the flyer first. Alright, that does in fact technically deal with my flyer, because this doesn't target. This does trample though, so 3, 4, 5, so they take 1 trample, but they gain 2 life. Alright. I feel like the game is slipping away now that they've gained 5 life and my clock has been extended 2 extra turns. But we'll have to see. They don't have actual removal. Yep. And that thing taps for like 5 mana now. So... Alright. Yeah, get rid of that. Deal you damage. Pump my guy. That'll probably work. Alright, get rid of this one. Oh, this is a sorcery. Huh. Whoopsie doodles. No, I genuinely forgot that was a sorcery. Alright. And now they're dead to the menace creature. But, yeah. I've genuinely forgot that was a sorcery. Still dead to menace. Not dead to menace anymore if they want to cast that, unless they tap their 5/6 for it. Which they might. That can't be right, but they might. 2, 3, 4, 5, so they can make a 4/4 here. Okay, well that gives them another blocker, so... So I have 3 blockers, so I can block my Menace and my 2/2. This would only be 2 points of damage without a targeted effect, so... They're gonna tap out for me, though, so... +1/+1 counter on it gains trample. So if I cast Curel... Then... exile that. Trigger. Alright, so... 5/6. I need to put the counter on him. I might have needed to put the counter on him. He's a 5/6. He is 6/7. This would be a 4/4. But he has trample. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I think I'm 1 point short. Alright. Yeah, I messed up there. I need to put the counter on him. Because then the 7/7 has to go on him and trade. And that means the... but the other thing's only a 3/3 at that point. I'm sure it'll be fine. What are they going to do this turn? Win? Take more blockers, I guess? Take a bunch more blockers? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 2 more blockers than they need. Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Am I dead? So block there. And I'm taking 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. Oh, if it's actually Monstrous Rage on that thing, I would die. Six, 7, 8, 9. That would have me dying exactly. If I block like that. Alright, so has to go here, just in case. So 9. It still has me dying though, right? I have one more timeout coming. So if I do this, because then that's 3, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 16? 16. Okay. Alright, so... we deal them the point of damage. Trigger. Okay, Cast this. Buff him, I guess, this time. Counter on him. And... target me, and attack all. But yeah, even if they can kill the 6-7 menace, they can't successfully block the other two. Okay, figure it out. I mean, clearly they have a spell they can cast. So, playing around Monstrous Rage there made sense to me. As one of the few 1 red mana tricks that could possibly get me there. Alright. They took a minute to do their math, I guess. I don't know. What else they could have there that would have done anything. Like, the other red mana spells are what? Like, Flashback, Burst Lightning, which I did not put myself in range of. Yeah, I don't know. I'm blanking on anything else they could play there with exactly 1 red mana available. But they wanted to do their due diligence before they conceded. And I appreciate that they were actually thinking about it and then conceded or just clicked OK and took the damage, whatever it was, rather than letting the timer run out. Yeah, I don't have very many 2-drops, so I kind of have to accept that a hand with a bunch of 3s is about as good an opening hand as I'm going to get sometimes. Since I haven't drawn any additional lands, I'm going to run out the 3/3 on the ground first. Because I would rather they kill that than the Owlin. They have the Emeritus. Okay. Alright, let's cast this. See if there's a land on top. There is. We'll leave the land there. Because my other option was to cast Practiced Offense and then jam. But now that I get to kill the Emeritus here... yeah, Wild Growth's not great for me either. Kill that. Sadly, I have nothing in my graveyard. But fortunately, I have nothing in my graveyard, so, you know. Yeah, it seems fair. That's reasonable. Get back to the original. Alright, so... target a player, target a creature. I'm gonna go with Double Strike. So I could flash this back, and that would give her another counter and another +1/+1. Giving double strike to this thing doesn't matter. But they are going to have to block it. They're also in black. Do I just want to 3, 4, 5, 10, 15? Yeah, I think we just attack with both. Make sure they block. Oh, okay. If they're off it, I'm down. Yeah, if they're actually off it and just gonna let me get through with my creature, then cool. Or if they're just like, yeah, if this person has anything else, I lose anyway, so I just don't block this turn and hope to live. And then have their hopes and dreams dashed. Alright, we have spirit mascots in the deck. They are among our 2-drops. Alright. And this would also be a fine curve, but... It's their 2-2, here's my 2-2. I gotta discard Rebel Rouser? I guess it depends on what I draw. I need the land, I need the wilt, and I want the flyer, so... I guess if I drew a different 3-drop, maybe. Am I getting barraged? Are you gonna knockout blow? I take 2. Like a billion things there that would ruin me. Yeah. Alright. Attack for 2 first, see if they do anything. Johnny's response, something. No? Okay. Alright. The other option is to round out the 2-3 and see what's on top, but I think at this point... Ah. Now I think I do discard the Allen, because I want to get to primary research mana. Yep. It's another 2 damage I take. And yeah, I'll go for the higher upside play. If I hit my land next turn, I get to do everything. If I don't hit my land next turn, or if my 3-4 dies, or both, I'll be sad. I'm less sad if they're taking 4 damage to kill my guy when they haven't gained a single point of life this game. Yep. It has to specifically be leave my graveyard. Yeah, I think we have to kill that. I don't know if the music got weird for anybody else, but it sounds super muffled all of a sudden. Like it does when I, like, do that. Sure. You got it. Alright. So now we get to cast this. Pull back that. Do I need another land? Yes, because I'm a mana short of double spelling next turn, so... This way I will draw that land. Yep. Sure is 6 that I'm going to. Send him away, see what we hit. If they do anything. Okay. Ah, Monstrous Rage. Perfect. Pa-da-pa-pa-da, dead. Okay. Wonder how long they were sitting on that card where my only thing was a 2/2 that I couldn't grow. It's like, I'll keep trading Haymakers with them. Eventually they'll grow their creature, and then I'll be able to kill it. And then I never did. But then again, they drew the Silver Quill Charm and chose to pump their guy instead, so... They always could have killed it. Is that one? That's the one that's based on power, though, so maybe they were worried I was going to grow it in response, and they were just waiting for me to grow it and kill it that way. I just would not oblige them. I'm going to keep this. Obviously, it needs a plains, but needs a land for turn 3 anyway, so... I don't think this deck mulligans particularly well. One too many games in a row. I do get to discard one of the white 3-drops, though, and look for a land next turn. Or I can just naturally draw a land. That works too. Alright. See what's on top. So on the one hand, that is a powerful card to cast twice. On the other hand, putting it into the graveyard gives me the free value of just being able to flash it back for 2 mana later. I think I'm going to leave it on top, but I think you could bin that and it would be okay. Yep. My bird is dead. They drain me for 2. I draw Practiced Offense. Play a 3/3. They play a 3/4. I'm going to be very hard pressed to deal with outside of combat. Sure, let's play a 3/3 first strike and pass the turn. Let's see, 3, 4, 5... Oh, they have a practiced offense! Terrific! I was counting to see if they were dead, and yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I kind of need to do this. But yeah. Now they're just... And then they're going to get to do that again next turn. But yeah, I got reverse practiced offense there. So let's see. 3, 4, 5... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. The problem is I think I still die. Is the worst part. Alright, discard that. Draw a new card. Play my land. Attack for 3. Pass turn. I think I still die, because practiced offense is just dumb. Yep. On the bright side, if I don't... Yep. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would go to 1. Alright. Go to 1 then. Go to my turn. Alright, play that. Target me. Target that. Alright, so it's up to 6. But I kind of need the lifelink right now. So, yeah. Okay. No cards in hand, right? Yeah. So block there. Block there. You with that. Put the counter there. I go 3. Go to my turn. Yeah, cast primary research. Get back the Owlin. Leave that on top. And they're dead. Because they have nothing else going on, and my board is now huge and dire. They're back to platinum, finally. Okay. 5-0. I think 5-0 is my money back in a quick draft. Or 5 wins anyway. Obviously, it doesn't have to be 0 losses, it's the same thing. but... Alright, I can discard one of the lands. I can also potentially Rape Your Wit. A 2-drop. Can also help. Yeah, I could tap it, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Are they getting a third color? No, they are green-black. And yeah, we just discard a land here. There we go. That's what I needed. They got a swamp. Okay, so they had the plains the entire time, and they wanted a second black source. Yep. There's my second red. Ooh, another land in the bin. Alright, so... They played their Owlin. I think if they cast their prepared spell on the 3/2, I'm just going to eat a land out of my graveyard and trade with the Adventurous Eater, and then bring the Owlin back with primary research. Yeah. Assuming they attack here. Yep, this is fine. They probably think that trade is great for them. I think I'm good on planes, thank you. Yay, I got a spell I can cast. That will completely blindside them later. In theory. Practical application, who knows? They'll probably kill my Owlin. And we'll be dying in the air until I can kill theirs. Ah. Johnny's response. Yep, let's deal them a point of damage. Trigger my Owlin. I'm not casting the Monstrous Rage here, I just want them to not have... I guess they didn't have good attacks anyway. Let's see. Why are you trying to leave up a white? You know I can't cast this without extra mana, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm blocking, and if they block, I will eat their guy. So, if they don't block, though, I'm not casting it yet. So ideally, next turn, I will kill either their Owlin or their new, scarier threat. Make a 2/2 and draw a card at the end of the turn, but We'll have to see what they actually do first. But that's the plan. That's where I'm at least. So. Okay. Eat something from my graveyard. Do it. Get rid of my things before I can use them. Yep. Well, I can't currently block, so I'm not gonna. Go to my turn. Play the land. Guess this. I want to kill the Dust Speaker more than anything else. So that way they can't eat practiced offense out of my graveyard. I just want to jam for 6. Oh, hey, another card. That's neat. Yep, my soda is gone, I think. Yep. Just a tiny sip at the bottom. So, do we think the opponent could just oblige me by casting a reasonable creature here and passing the turn? I don't think that's happening. Also, they've only drawn 1 forest. Ha. That does deal 2 damage to them, so I think attacking is still terrible, but... Let's say, they have a Terramorphic. It's just funny that they've played 1 forest, and the forest has been used to fix their other colors, so... Yep, that is very dead now. What else you got? So let's tap that and stun it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if they block. Yep, okay, seems good. Yeah. Target me. Alright. 6-0. So... yeah, I think this was like 600 to enter, so I'd be down 200 gems. I'm up 50... or, I'm sorry, I'm up 250. I'd like to make it 350. Yep, time to get serious. Crack my knuckles, fix my posture. I'd say hydrate, but we already know I'm out of soda and I did not grab my water yet. For the fool eye, we're assuming that this would not take a minute. Well, I have a 2-drop. And in theory, a 3-drop and a 4-drop in all this land, so... and I'm on the play, I believe. Yep. Okay. Let's just jam for 2. Take 2 back. What they cast. Oh. Just to seize, sure. Okay. So the upside is that a lot of their removal is going to be damage-based. The downside is most of my guys are small enough that they'll still get killed by most of the damage-based removal in this set. So, aside from joke and mockery, can't really save my creatures from anything. I guess burst lightning. Okay. That's too much mana for any of those. Well, that's gonna have to go. I'd rather have interjection available. I will trade interjection for their 2/2. I'll save Monstrous Rage for something more impressive. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite good enough. Yep. Okay. Get that out before I forget. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Alright, Carol. Had to be done. Need my 7-0. Alright. So, very reasonable draft. What time is it now? Almost 2. So I have an hour and a half for one more draft. Alright, if you're watching this live, give me a minute. I'll be back. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.